Sauce on me. I got drip. Flood the wrist. It's homage to the.
Okay, ready? How you not ready? You don't have your doctor look. What you say your doctor look was? Ready?
No.
All right.
Yeah, go.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's the girl Annie. VLOGMAS.
I'm nervous. Come on, do the intro. Let's get into it.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing or whatever? How y'all doing or whatever? Hey. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. My name is Annie here on Annie Budgets. And if you are an oldie but goodie, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also, if you're new here, this is your first time seeing me or my channel, I hope you consider subscribing, because on here we do cash stuffing, budgeting, paying off debt, and mind our business, and not necessarily in that order. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, thumbs up, and then leave your 2 cents down in the comment box below to let us know what you thought and what you were doing with your budget. So as you guys can see by the title, today we're talking about life goals and what we have learned with our life goals. And so it's going to be more of a conversation, because honestly we were supposed to write it down and we wrote down nothing. So it's going to be more of a conversation between us, and then also you guys can have a conversation down in the comment boxes below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay y'all, so if you do not know who's on my right, this is my best friend Erica.
Hi guys. Was that corny? Was that lame?
I don't know what she.
Alright, what's up y'all?
Okay. She's nervous to be on camera, which is weird because I put her on camera all the time, but tomato tomato.
I'll be behind the camera.
Okay, well you in front of the camera now. The people knows you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, you can see the difference in our personalities here. But go ahead.
So we're gonna talk about life goals and then our interpretation of it. Honestly, I went online and I found some life goals, and so I'm gonna ask Erica the question, because last time y'all heard her ask me the questions when we was doing the get to know me. So she was the one behind the camera, and we're gonna see Erica's interpretation of the question, and then we'll have a conversation which will lead to my interpretation and all that good jazz. So a lot of talking.
You didn't tell me that.
I know, just like you didn't tell me that's how the get to know me was gonna go either. Exactly.
All right, it's cool.
Ooh, okay, so this statement, this is one of the life goals that I found, and it says it's okay to feel lost sometimes. The truth is that you owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. Your thoughts?
I agree. I think we spend so much time trying to reach back in time that the present becomes unproductive, and so I think we waste a lot of time, especially as young people. So you get to that point where you just like, it just is what it is. But yeah, that's a tough lesson to come to though.
I think I'm probably still learning that lesson, because what I know now, if I had done it when I was younger, and I think that's what they're referring to, is if I could have done it when I was younger, please, like, let me do it then. But the truth is that your present and your future is gonna be the most important thing, because those are the things that are coming up rather than looking in the past for the things that's already passed, you know? So the focus should be on your future. Like for me, I think at this point, especially with my budgeting stuff, I'm looking at what my retirement's gonna look like, because I don't expect Social Security to be there. I just don't. And so I'm putting into my 401k or my retirement plan, because again, future Anique is gonna thank me. Present Anique is like, this is what you need to do for future Anique, and then past Anique is just like, girl, we didn't do it like, you know, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was, but you can do it now. So,
but if you really think about it, how many things that you should have done back then can't you do now? Like it will look
not
different.
now.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
your present self. Like if you didn't invest, you know, you what, 28?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, things sticking with the retirement thing, like yeah, if you didn't save as much when you was younger, you can kind of make up for it now, investments and all of this stuff. It just look different. But like in real life, how many things can't you do? Like I look at it, the biggest thing that comes to mind now is like the fitness thing, because I took that for granted when I was young. Man, I gotta make noise when I sit down now. Yeah, it's like
to get up.
I'm like, dang, that's crazy. I really gotta. It's a part of my routine when I sit down. But then thinking back when I was 21,
Oh, the ease.
but I didn't know.
Yep.
I didn't know until I was like, dang, I'm 29.
Because they be like, you know, wait until you get older. Okay.
Okay, but I'm like, that's so far away. But man,
no, it's not.
it's not. The flexibility,
It is
the
today.
endurance. I thought I was fat when I was 21, but I look at pictures, but I was fine.
You fine. So fine.
Fine. But
It's like,
oh, right. But I didn't know. I didn't know. But then also give myself some grace because I wasn't like exercising wasn't part of my life growing up outside of sports. So it's the grace. You gotta
it
find
wasn't
grace.
part
in
of
it.
mine. But one thing,
You're naturally athletic though.
shout out to the genes. But yeah, I think one thing, especially when I was younger, is that my old managing supervisor, aka our commander, he loved to run. So that helped a lot with keeping the body. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's the realization. It's coming to the realization that your younger self had so much more, as you said, flexibility and just accepting that, but your present self, taking care of him or her now, and then, you know, the best for your future self. So I think that's one of the realization. Just let it go.
And
let it go.
A common theme in all of these things, especially when comparing now to then, is the ability to be objective. Like that shapes and colors so much of the way we perceive stuff now. Because objectively, going back to fitness, I'm not broken. There's nothing wrong with me. It's nothing that I can't
Get back to it.
Oof. It's just, do I have like, will I make a decision to do it? Because what's keeping me from doing it? But if I dwell on the fact that like, oh, you know, 8 years ago when I was 21, I'm really.
Girl didn't have to work for this. She ate, went to sleep, woke up, body was fine.
I'm finna turn 30.
The realization
So,
hit you.
that's crazy. But yeah, the objectivity, the ability to do that, which is difficult when you're like young because everything's a big deal. Your feelings matter so much, but if you can just understand that they don't actually matter at all, ever, in anything progressive.
Don't. So it's not to say that to disregard your feelings.
Yeah, no.
It's not that. It's to say that, listen, big dog. Sometimes your action and reactions happen without thinking stuff logically. Been there, done that, still doing it sometimes. But think about it. Think it through. Walk away, get a breather. I know people be like, oh, just walk away, and you can't do that. Listen, stop. Pause.
Get some help.
Because when you take that breath, that second, 5 second, whatever it is, the response or the time that's needed to actually think about stuff happens within those 5 seconds. Because you go from, I will whoop, to, you know, you ain't worth it. There's just the breath is, I will whoop, 1, 2, 3, okay, you ain't worth it at 5 breath. You know, the 5th second. So I think, yeah, that is one of the other things I learned too in life, like now, is that take the 5 seconds. The 5 seconds will, because your initial is a knee-jerk reaction to go and do something immediately, but you don't have to do that now. Like, first of all, my knees talk when I get up, like we said. I ain't got time to be jumping. I just don't got time to be jumping it. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. Me and Plies in the same boat.
You want to argue?
I'm not
arguing with you.
I'm not doing it. I'm just not. It's the stress of argument too. Arguing is so stressful.
Just let people be idiots.
That, or just don't put yourself in the boat. Just
okay. I have learned the power of saying okay.
Okay.
And if you are a black woman watching this, you know how many ways we can use the phrase okay. So you got the okay, the okay. Like there's
okay.
Oh, okay. Like there's so many
and it says so much.
But it's a great way to detach yourself emotionally from whatever is happening. Cause I hit a quick okay. And go like
it's the do you boo boo. And I'm gonna stay right here. It's the do you in the okay, because some stuff don't need your energy no more. That's another thing. Some stuff don't need as much energy as you're putting into it. I realize that. Like, this is making me upset because again, your feelings take so much of how you act or react to something when you're younger versus getting older, and it's just not worth like me having a whole conniption over something to someone else that may be small to them. But I'm losing my shit. I'm losing everything of my being, but to them it's like it's a okay for them.
But that comes with like realizing that don't nobody owe you nothing. Not even like I think we talked about this before. Nobody owes you their effort to grow to be what you perceive that they can be. Like I think that over the past like 2 years, that's been my greatest lesson, is that you want people to live up to their potential, but they don't owe me their effort in getting to that potential. So it's like you invest so much into like people and things because you want it to like look the way that it can, but nothing guarantees that will happen, because don't nobody owe me nothing. So if people want to still be like mediocre or wherever, like existing the way that they're existing or the way they are, that's on them. So having the ability to like emotionally detach from it and still carry out whatever my responsibilities are in whatever capacity it may be, that's been the greatest thing. Family included, parents, siblings.
Like cut them off. Give them distance. I've learned that too. There was this acquaintance which I'm close but not close to, and I realized what that relationship meant. And while I am not pushing that person away, I just realized that we are two different beings and we have two different viewpoints on life and how we're moving forward. And I can be there, I can support, and I can give all the advice, but it's up to that person to want to make the change and do something different with their life that's going to give a different outcome. And I am not responsible for that. And you cannot always be the pallbearer holding somebody up. You just can't.
Not the pallbearer. That mean they dead.
Dead weight.
Ooh.
Right? Because sometimes you bring in other people's dead weight around, and it's because you've been so attached to them, but that's not your responsibility, right? And so yeah, sometimes you gotta detach and give people space, because one, it releases you from the feeling of responsibility when it's actually not your responsibility. Everybody's an adult, you know. Everybody, while we all learn or adulthood in different ways, everyone still has the basics or knows the basics. Not 100%, because you know, some people, again, different circumstances, but we all have the basics of, once you become 18 in the eyes of the law, you are now going to take care of yourself. You are now responsible for yourself. And sometimes that journey can be easier if we have the right help. Sometimes that journey can be harder if you're starting from scratch and doing it by yourself. But the advice, the guidance, the offering of being in this space with you for this limited amount of time, because no one's gonna always be by your side, and sometimes you have to make that decision by yourself of, hey, this is what I'm gonna do because this is what's most beneficial for me, and if you have family and stuff, this is what's most beneficial for my family, so this is the step that I'm gonna take. So sometimes you gotta let people go, let things go and move forward, and you can't keep bringing it around. And I'm talking to you just like I'm talking to myself. But there is growth in letting stuff go and realizing that you are not people are not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to you, and if you're religious, to God, like nothing else.
I agree with that, but I don't think that means, I still think we have some degree of responsibility to others. Like, I feel a sense of responsibility to you. Like, I wouldn't let you go out here, you know, doing stupid stuff and I not feel some type of, so I think it's like one of those, it's easy to be selfish when like seeing people go through stuff, but then there's also that thin line between helping and enabling. So, and it looks different for each person.
I think for me, what I was referring to is the enabling part, but continue.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Yes, the enabling part. Sometimes you gotta let people sink or swim. Like, you just gotta do that. So that was a long answer to whatever question that was, but it had a whole lot of realization and coming to that happened. This one says, chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way.
What? Say it again. I'm listening with my eyes closed.
Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way.
The journey.
You put the journey, yeah.
Okay, because okay, yeah, I agree.
I think those are interchangeable, but yeah.
People be chasing happiness and end up like, that is not life's the goal of life. The goal of life is not to be happy. The goal of life is to be fulfilled, and that's the difference. Happy is a feeling, fulfilled is a state, and the things that make us happy don't really be good. Like, I love Almond Joys. If I ate 8 packets of king-sized Almond Joys, I'm gonna be happy. But you know, there's a but when you come with what makes you happy versus you don't have a but when you're doing what fulfills you. And being like, the journey to being fulfilled isn't always nice, but it's or fun, and it don't always make you feel happy. It's
painful. It can call the gym when you're not eating the Almond Joy.
I know. I gotta start running.
Okay. I feel like we just need to do cardio.
No, I'm stuttering. I can't stop. You gotta edit that out. Take that out. Okay. No, I enjoy weight training too much. I just need to run.
Oh,
I don't want to just. I'm not gonna work out if it's just cardio.
Yeah, I enjoy non-traditional. So
that's why I'm a men's driven elite.
Yeah, because they be having different stuff.
Wow, yeah. I really got stuck on that.
I don't think there's more, because sometimes you can overstate the obvious. I'm not overstating the obvious. I said in my get to know me that I am content, and I think that is, because I was asked, am I happy? And I said I'm content. And
that's a state. That's a state, and that's where you're supposed to be.
Y'all, my video stopped, and I don't know why it stopped, but we back. So as I was saying, I realized that in being content, there are days that I'm gonna be happier than what I am now, and then there are days when I'm gonna be sadder than what I am now. And then there's the outside things that happens too, like your interactions with people, or experiencing an event, or you know, something tragic or something that's fulfilling, and so you have different emotions that goes throughout the day. But the center of it for me is to be content in my life as overall. So the ups, the downs, the left, the rights, to be just content in that space rather than always thinking that I have to be happy. Like, It's just not realistic. So for me, I think being content and, as it says, happiness is the journey. Yeah, you're gonna have those days, and there's gonna days you're gonna be blah. You're just gonna be.
What do you think is the difference between being content and being complacent?
Content is progress. Complacent is staying in one place, and I think that's why I'm content now, because maybe a year ago I was complacent. So, and I know now I'm taking the steps to be better, so I'm getting better every day.
What changed? What started that transition, that journey?
I think we met and then we started going to the gym together. And then I realized, you know, I was fat, and like my body fat. Like people might see me and be like, "Oh girl, you're not fat." No, in my body I'm fat. Because it's a thing. Like everybody's body is different, so it looks different on different people. Like people who just meet me might not see it and not understand. But I've been with my body for 28 years, baby. I know. And my family's been with my body for 28 years, and they're gonna tell me. So yeah,
Your family funny, man.
Hilarious. But no, I started going to the gym, and then I started feeling better. That's what it was. We started feeling better, and then sometimes I'd be like, okay, I'm dead tired, and we go to bed, and then I have to start over. But that helped, and then I realized that I had to start going to school, and then that helped. And then I realized that my finances was in shambles. So, well, not fully shambles, but just mismanagement started all over again. And so I had to start that, and so that helped. And then now I'm in the season of realizing that I need to walk more with God, so that helps. So I'm making progress in each department to me, and that is content versus complacent, which I would just like come home, sit on the couch, watch K-drama for 2 days, and then go back to work. Oh,
No, literally.
That was it. That was, don't ask for nothing else, don't ask for nothing more. That was it. That's all I did. I came home. I came home on a Friday night. I probably moved from the couch once in the weekend, and that was to take a shower. And then I might, like Friday night, like buy a pizza or buy two, and so I have food throughout the weekend.
No, that was me in Korea. Every Friday night, that's why Korea was supposed to be a totally different. It's supposed to be a health journey for me. Friday nights, go get me a pint of Haagen-Dazs butter pecan ice cream. Sit in the bed, cross my ankles, and watch Netflix.
Yeah. And that was a weekend for
a long time.
A long time.
That's crazy. Like looking back at it.
Yeah. And then, you know, yeah, then all of it changed. See, God be knowing, and he be sending. But yeah. And so I'll be on the couch for 2 days, and then I got up and went to work and did my job, and then came back on a Friday and did it all over again. And there was a Korean drama episode is 16 hours.
The episode or the season?
The season.
Okay.
It's one season, and don't let it be a Chinese drama, because then it's gonna be like 32 episodes, which all is like 45 minutes. So the 16 hours for Korean one is like what? Let's say 13 and a half hours in real life. So I spent 13 and a half hours watching TV. The TV also watching me, because I would fall asleep watching it. And then I would start a new one like Sunday at 8 o'clock and go to bed like 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up and go to work at 7. Wake up at 7. It was bad. It was bad. So yeah. But that's the difference to me. I'm making progress, and I'm not just blah and stuck in one place. I'm making movement in each department, and so internally, like, I am happier. Internally I feel better than just there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. So this one says, we break down little by little, day by day, but we also take care of ourselves and build ourselves up little by little, day by day. Why? Because your habits define you. What you do today is a reflection of who you will become tomorrow. Valid, true, and I think that's it.
When I turned 25, I had like my first birthday party, and like since I was like little. And I wanted to do, I did a pearls party, because I always hang out with people that's older than me. I think you're the first friend I ever had that's younger than me. Yeah.
I consider we the same age.
We not, I'm older than you.
Okay, but like 2 seconds.
A year and a half.
2 seconds, I said what I said.
No, totally different years, different seasons. I'm older than you.
If you want to be a grandma on my phone, just say that.
I don't want to fight. I'm older than you. So yeah, and one of the things that, what I was saying, oh yeah, the pearls party. Yeah, so all my friends is older than me. I had people come, you know, like, oh yeah, girl, you know, turn 25, because 25 is a big, like, you a quarter century old.
You finally made it.
That's, you grown.
Which is crazy, because like in certain hoods, like getting to 25 is monumental.
That's when you become an OG.
Yeah, crazy. At 25, you're an OG.
Yeah, that's crazy. But one of the recurring themes and what they was telling me was the importance of being prepared and giving yourself grace. I don't remember all the words that you said from that prompt, but all I heard was the importance of extending grace to yourself. I think women have the propensity of extending the grace that we should give to ourselves to other people, just because by nature, you know, that's just, you know, how we do. We want to see the best in everybody and act accordingly. But like, it's so important in the journey to growth, to give yourself grace and realize that you're not perfect. Oftentimes where you think you should be is not actually realistic. It's usually based on a feeling or a comparison that you made to somebody else who you don't even know the fullness of their journey. And so it's like, those two things are so important, because it helps you to deal with yourself differently, and you're more kind to yourself. So then you're more likely to like strive for those goals that you set. But those are important. But speaking of preparedness, one of the things that somebody told me was, a lady never gets caught in the rain without her umbrella. That had two meanings for me. Number one, because I had never bought an umbrella since before then. Like, you know, my hair's been natural for a long time. I don't mind getting wet.
Two, I was gonna get wet.
You said you wasn't gonna get wet?
I was gonna get wet. I mean, outside, mind my business.
Yeah, like, but she said a lady never gets caught in the rain without an umbrella. And that spoke to the importance of being prepared internally and externally. Being prepared for like life events, like that internal environment, making sure that that's good. Like, you should be squared away enough within yourself that no matter what, like, you can handle it. True. Don't get caught in the rain without your umbrella.
There's one in my car.
I'm talking about the
Ouch. There's one in my car.
Okay, mine too. Your umbrella little, so if the wind blow, your knees gonna get wet.
Okay.
I'm just saying. What's the next prompt?
It said don't get caught in the rain without an umbrella. It didn't say gotta be a big one. Come on now.
You know, Valerie, I'm gonna let you have it. You're right.
So, you know, just be prepared. You ain't gotta have all the answers.
Okay, be prepared for your
just some of the answers. Okay. We're gonna do one more after this, but this one says share your progress, not your goals, and you will always be motivated.
Share your progress.
That's
valid.
Yep.
Because I'd be like, girl, I want to be to this weight. The journey is slow. Like, hey girl, I lost a pound this week. Ooh. Oh, self-hate. You know?
Oh. You know what's crazy? Like, they always say this in when you actually do weight training or start doing exercise, they say don't watch the scale, like watch the body transformation.
Yeah.
Because the weight might not be falling off because you dropping fat and adding muscles. So I would be watching the scale, okay? And like I said earlier, like internally, I felt better. Like I was going to the gym. I was, you know, able to walk. I get up. Like things were just better for me. But I also was like, damn, I can't lose weight. Jeez, like what is it? Bear in mind, also, like I didn't change my diet too much either. But I just felt like I was doing all the things, but the weight was not falling off. And so, yeah, sometimes it's definitely not the goal, it's the progress.
And you know I'm a doctor, right? So most times when when you start working out, if you, especially weight training and whatnot, your body adjusts to like those micro tears in your muscles by holding on to water until they get acquainted to being worked like that. So usually when people start back weight training, after a while you usually pick up a few pounds and then you lose it through the course of time.
Why are you holding your hand like you're a doctor?
Because I am a doctor.
Please. Like she's been over here giving diagnosis.
I am
like,
a doctor. Physiology boo-boo.
Okay.
Exercise physiology. I'm a doctor.
All right.
Let me see my cardigan. I mean my blazer.
Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay, the last one, because I said this was going to be the last one, and this is not what I stopped on, but this is what it stopped on the thing. It says designing a meaning life you love is possible, but doing what you love won't make life any easier. It will just make you more disciplined and it more joyful.
That's so true. I think I had to come to that realization about still being in the military, because the part of me that wants to be happy wants to get out. But the part of me that understands the difference between happiness and fulfillment is like, girl, it's okay, stay. Because I'm just like, I don't have to take this.
But I was explaining to someone and I was like, the only difference sometime in how people operate in the military, especially, is because they sometimes know they can't leave. Unless, of course, you do something extreme, which is against, like, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, then they gonna kick you out. But there is a safety net in that you always get a paycheck, the 1st and the 15th, aka the days I get paid in my budget. And there is a safety net in if you live in the dormitory, then they provide you food, and then the government also provides you clothing for majority of your time spent outdoors, right? Because Monday through Friday you're wearing your uniform. And so it is easy to sometimes it's easy to disregard the military and how beneficial it can be to your life, because you have been in this constant like easy mode on the game. And not easy mode in that, doing the work is, easy, but easy mode as in
you don't have to manage your life.
Yeah, you don't have to manage certain things in your life because the government is managing it for you. Like
schedule your doctor's appointments.
Yeah,
you got clothes for work.
They got reminders. They pay you the 1st and the 15th. They give you food.
It's hard to get fired.
It's hard to get like and so sometimes it's taken for granted all of those pros, because the con of it is that you can't get to do what you like, because you're at a standard, you have to abide by the standard. And so yeah, and sometimes the people don't help, but also when you think about it from a civilian life perspective, man, one of two things gonna happen. Either you can do your job and you can choose if you're gonna walk out or not, or you can be like, no, I don't like this job, I'm dipping. Or they're gonna figure out that you aren't doing your job and you're gonna get fired. But the military, they're gonna sit beside you to a certain extent.
They don't put all this money into you.
Yeah, they're gonna sit beside you to a certain extent until you fulfill your obligation. And so yeah, there's pros and cons to it, but what do I want, you know, out of my life?
Yeah.
And so you're not gonna enjoy it all the time.
The Lord.
It's some people are blessed in the fact that they can do what they love, and to those people, congratulations. And then sometimes you have to do what you don't like now to live the life that you can love later.
I'll say there's another side to that, because it's not that I'm not doing what I love. It's just sometimes doing what you love is not a good time.
True.
Like being married to somebody, it ain't always great, but you stay because number one, you made a commitment, number two, because the love, you know. And so yeah, it's and I think that's part of the conflict too, is that I don't not like being in the military.
Yeah.
I just don't like this
Seasons.
yeah. And so, but holding on to the fact of what I said earlier, like there's the difference between being happy and being fulfilled. And so you just gotta figure out your why. It kind of extends past, you know, you're out the military, but for life, like the journey to being what kind of woman you want to be, or what kind of man you want to be, or what kind of mother you want to be, or friend even. Like you have to
make a decision.
You have to decide
every day sometimes.
Based on a solid foundation though.
Yeah.
Because if the foundation ain't solid, it ain't gonna work anyway. And so that's the thing. It's in a world where everybody's so focused on the end goal, I'm one who's like, but what the foundation looking like? What are you building on? And that's not a easy point of emphasis to have, because nobody cares about that. It's what's the end goal. But that's unwise to have that focus without questioning, like, what am I building on?
True.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think I told you that I love you today. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
I'm learning even now still to accept your love and the way you are with your affection without being awkward sometimes.
It makes me seem like a simp. I'm just kidding. I'll just edit that out.
No.
I was just playing. No, it's just, I just find it important. Maybe I find it important to let people know how you experience them. Like, if I appreciate you, I tell you I appreciate you. Because in those times where, like, I never want people to wonder where they stand with me. That's a miserable place to be in.
True.
Yeah.
I don't be thinking about that. I just be thinking about, like, removing. It's not that there's walls now, because the walls, like the old wallpaper is probably down. Is the repainting of the room.
What do you mean?
So the fear, or the, like, not wanting to get close to people, or those, you know, trust issues, is those layers have been taken down. But it's now to rebuild the parts of, hey, you don't gotta feel weird because you say I love you every day, or because you give hugs every day, or because you want to do something for this person. Like, these are the layers now that you have to put up. And so that's a part of growing that I'm dealing with. And so in turn, like, someone else can be dealing with, because when you find a relationship that is pure and you feel safe, you have to undo all the things that tell you that, all the things that can make you be pessimistic about it. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You can feel weird as long as you don't feel uncomfortable.
I don't feel weird.
You just said that. You said you feel weird.
I don't think it's that I feel weird. I think it's that I'm fighting my nature of what I know as how I interact with people. And I know that that is not, an interaction that I need to have with you. And so I'm conscious of the fact that I may have this feeling in this moment, or I might, you know, have a knee-jerk emotion to go back to that, but that's not where I need to be, or that's not where I need to stay in. I need to move forward. And so doing it with you will then allow me to do it with others. Not that I feel weird. I'm just undoing. And maybe there is a wall or two that's still, our wallpaper that's still up that needs to be torn down. But that's what it is. Because all the other spaces have probably been filled. You know, one part of the four corners of the room might still have the old wallpaper, but the other ones, you know, have a different color. Like a color that a girl likes, you know. But you still have those, you could say, the memory and experiences that are still there that prevents that last wallpaper to a certain extent from coming down.
It goes, so we was talking about earlier though, the extension of grace to yourself. You know? But yeah. Good girl.
But yeah. So that's it.
Good talk.
Yeah, good talk. That's the extent of our video.
We just came from church, that's why we dress like this. We don't just wake up like this.
Yeah, or get dressed. No, sometimes I do get dressed for YouTube like this. I used to anyway, so my videos was more of my body and my hands.
Y'all know she be sitting down in her videos. She don't be standing up.
Why you like saying that like you busting out something to the world?
Because when I first seen the behind, like you make a video, I was like, wait, why are you lowering the desk? You need to be standing up. Like your hands look like you're standing up, and I don't really like make logical sense. But like I thought you was standing up, but you're not. You were sitting down, and I was like, I felt so betrayed.
To me, everyone's sitting down in their videos.
No, they be standing up.
No, they don't.
It's just you be sitting down. You need to stand up.
I'm like, they gotta be comfortable. Everyone's sitting down in their videos.
You need to stand up.
I started sitting down. I started lowering all the way down too, because like I would be, because I'm animated and I'm animated with my hands. Like, you know, the higher you go, the more unstable the table is. So,
yeah.
But
I know. I'm just saying. I thought you was standing up. She be sitting down.
You say it like it's a big secret.
It was to me.
I'm sorry.
It's too late now. You good now? See, cat's out the bag.
I'm back. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this conversation, because that's really what we had, a conversation about just life and how experiencing it changed from when we. So here's the thing. I was with my clothes out and the camera stopped, and we both blind because we both wear glasses and neither of us have them.
Is that gonna glare?
So yeah, we're just gonna close out the video. But no, so I hope you guys enjoy the conversation that we're having about life and just how we're experiencing it, different from when we were 16, 18, 21, 25 to now we're 28 and 29, and yeah, we just really bring some growth in what life is at this moment. And you know, there was transition periods that happen throughout our life, so but the lessons were good. We're in a good space. I think we've grown up decent, and so yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, true. All right. but that's it. That's all. We're gonna go. I hope you guys have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye.
That was good. Oh,
sorry.
You have been doing this lately. You need to tighten up.
I know.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.